Vipers, this is V News for April 24th, and we are your anchors. I'm Chloe Elliman.
And I'm Carlos Baruman.
Welcome.
Hey Chloe, how's your online science class going?
Oh gosh, it is so boring, I don't even want to talk about it.
Did you hear what Mr. Schmedeke is doing in his forensic science class this semester?
No, what?
He has all of his students swing bats. Check it out.
All over the camera! Yeah, did you see that?
About a week ago, Mr. Schmedeke gave his students an assignment. Apparently it was a simulation of smashing a human's head with a blunt weapon. Students had to bring a styrofoam head to carve out and fill with a blood substitute, also brought in by the students. A lot of students in class will say they have fun, but it can also be quite, messy at some points.
We smashed the heads just to break stuff.
The forensic science class gives students the opportunity to see how police may investigate a crime scene in this gruesome circumstance. The scientific reason for the activity is to simulate how a human head is struck and the resulting blood splatter. These students are then to observe the blood splatter and make inferences on how the fake head was destroyed and with what weapon. This is Augustine Ugradi reporting for KVHS.
That is one fun way to learn.
You know what's not fun? Going to lunch and waiting in line for an eternity.
That is crazy. Let's hear some more information.
The lunchroom. 900 students in a room with a capacity of 700. Lines lasting for more than half an hour, giving students a matter of minutes to eat their lunch. Eating on the floor, catwalk, and even the steps, because where else can they go when the cafeteria is 200 people over capacity? The easiest way to fix this is to add a third lunch, which shortens lines and makes sure students have a place to sit besides the filthy floor. And triple-digit weather. Hashtag #SeeLunch VHS.
We all go to lunch and know that it is way too crowded. The lines are long, leaving us to wait more than half our lunchtime. On top of that, by the time we get our lunch, we're stuck having to sit on the floor sometimes because all the seats are full. While Mr. Huffman doesn't want to go to 3 lunches, he does make a good point about why not.
Another thing is it takes a lot of resources away from other things during the school day, is it means we need to have the cafeteria staff here longer. We would need to have security guards, administrators, monitors and different things in the cafeteria for a bigger part of the day.
Some people still believe we should have 3 lunches because of how many people are packed into the cafeteria.
That's not fair. The school is responsible for tables and chairs, and that students shouldn't have to sit on the floor.
If we moved up to 3 lunches, we would need to completely redo the schedule, but it would mean that we could have a less crowded cafeteria and a little bit more time to rest and eat. As a solution to the schedule problem, we could make 3 groups, each with their own lunchtime, much like Millennium Spell schedule. If the student body can help build a new schedule and present this solution to administration, then maybe we can get a more suitable lunch. This has been Cameron Hartwig, V News, KVHS.
That would be one interesting schedule to change.
But we won't be here for that.
Dylan Turner will be, though. Probably still jamming out to his music.
I didn't know he made his own music.
Check the story out about him.
Dylan Turner has a strong passion for music. He has been creating and producing his own tracks for a while now. 11 years ago, Dylan decided that he wanted to pursue music in any way possible. He didn't know how big of an impact music would make in his life at the time.
To be completely honest with myself, it was probably a competition between me and my brother. Because when I was 6, my brother started playing guitar, and I was like, that's cool, I want to do that. And then I just kind of never wanted to stop.
He spends about 4 to 5 hours a day trying to come up with new music to record. Dylan usually stays up late at night to come up with new material because that's when most of his ideas come to him.
It really depends on how much free time I have. If I have a day that's completely to myself and I have no plans, pretty much the entire day is spent just making music.
Even though Dylan is still a junior in high school, he spends most of his free time making music. School sometimes gets in the way of his music production because of homework, studying, and catching up on schoolwork.
Over summer is when I have enough time to just get completely creative and like loose with myself. But during school, it's really difficult because you have homework. It's almost like having a second job.
Dylan has been inspired by certain groups of people along with different bands and artists. He can't say that one specific person has influenced him, but overall he gets inspired by people with a certain mindset and determination.
Just people who kind of like aspire to do something different with their music, something out of the normal, something new.
All of his hard work in the music industry has really paid off. Recently, Banner Records has agreed to sign him to their label. Dylan hasn't decided whether he wants to release his first album with them or not. Once he chooses to be a part of the label, he will then be able to produce the music for them as well as work on his own.
He wanted me to send him some of my stuff, and I did, and he loves it. Like, he digs it a lot, so it kind of went on from there, and I started getting connected with all these people through him.
Dylan can't imagine life without music. He wants to be able to go as far as he possibly can in the industry. He has a passion for music and would love to be able to do this for the rest of his life.
As far as I could possibly take it, I would love to make a living off of it. It's the one thing that I'd never ever get tired of, so I mean.
This has been Jessica Golden and Kevin Stoltz reporting for V News.
One talented kid.
You know who else is talented?
The whole track team. Verado kicks.
Watch this next story.
Getting involved in your community and school has been seen to improve both students' grades and social life. Whether you're active in sports, theater, or any sort of club, being a part of an extracurricular activity will typically look good on your college application. One student at Verado on our very own track team has just recently been placed third in the country for his hammer throwing skills. Being a part of a club or sports team does take a chunk out of a student's time, but as Clay says,
if you work hard enough and you're good enough, it'll pay for your academics. You just have to keep up with the academics. There's scholarships for everything.
Nonetheless, putting in hours is only the first step, and scholarships aren't always guaranteed. But with dedication, motivation, and the right mindset, anything is possible.
This has been Haley Myers
and Angie Newell
reporting for KVHS.
You know, Chloe, not only are the track teams having a good season, but the baseball team is as well.
Oh yeah, the baseball team is having one great season, and a big part of that is because of senior Blake Perkins.
Blake has already signed to play baseball with ASU next year.
Yes, but he will also have to make a big decision because he's also being drafted by the Major League Baseball, probably as high as the first round.
Insane. Check out this story by Duncan Bruce.
Verado's baseball team currently has a 20-5 record, 20 wins and 5 losses. Blake Perkins has a unique passion for baseball.
Well, baseball is my passion because from a young age I always looked up to Derek Jeter, and he's just an idol of mine by the way he composed himself on the field, the way he played, the way he loved to win, and baseball's just a game that makes you feel good inside, you know?
Coach Shields has been watching Blake develop over the last 4 years.
I like coaching baseball. From a young age I was playing baseball, and I didn't want to get out of it. And I thought I could help younger kids get the opportunity to play and continue playing and give them the knowledge that I received from my college coaches, and just wanted to stay with the game and do what I could to help young kids become better baseball players. As for where I think we're going to go, we'll make the playoffs, and it's just a matter of how we compete in playoffs. We had a good run last year, so at this point I hope we just have that same run and do a little bit better and make it to the semis and then the championship year.
This has been
Dion Schneider
and Duncan Bruce reporting for V News.
This is a big year for our baseball and softball seniors.
Oh yeah, along with Blake, 6 softball players are all receiving scholarships to play collegiality.
Hard work does pay off.
Check out this softball story.
One of the most successful sports here at Verado is the varsity softball team. So far for the 2014-2015 season, these girls have gone 21-6. These girls all share the same goal. They all want to get scholarships into college, and some of these girls already have. Like Shay Smith. Her and her sister Sierra have the best batting percentage on the team. Shay and Sierra have both already received scholarships to play softball at GCU. This has been Chris Gaitan and Jacqueline Kozlowski reporting for KVHS.
Wishing everyone the best of luck.
That's all we have for you today on V News.
Adios.
Goodbye and good day.